obviously as I'm older now and I'm looking into it, it's obviously affected a lot of people in a lot of different ways. So for me, again, it's an emotional roller coaster. It's up and down.
This person in the photo behind me is a 60s Scoop survivor who was taken from a northern Manitoba community in 1975 and sent to New Zealand. Now, decades later, he wants to return home to learn his history, but with little government support, he may have to pay out of pocket to return to the country that he claims once sold him away. Jonathan Hooker was 18 months old when he was taken from his Indigenous family and adopted by a New Zealand couple in 1975 as part of the 60s Scoop, a practice from the 1950s to 80s where Indigenous children were forcibly placed in non-Indigenous homes across Canada and beyond.
Deep down inside me, there's always that, I don't know, the connection to the Indigenous side of it. But again, I didn't understand it, so...
Jonathan's journey to reconnect with his roots began with an ancestry test from his mother-in-law. 6 months later, he was contacted by a half-sister in Texas, whom he recently met, along with his biological uncle.
When I met my uncle and my sister, there was a lot of, what do you call it, traits. Just little things, the way we acted and just the way we did things.
Though his adoptive parents were open about his Indigenous heritage, Jonathan grew up knowing little about his origins and only learned about the 60s Scoop 3 years ago. Now, decades later, he hopes to visit Manitoba with his wife in August of 2026 to meet his extended family, but the roughly $10,000 cost is a significant hurdle.
Well, I think it all adds just pieces of the jigsaw puzzle together for me. There's always, I guess, again, not knowing, there's probably been a bit of a part of me that hasn't been complete. There's always been something that in the background that going, well, why am I the way I am?
It's upsetting to realize that that this is going on, and it's 2025.
60s Scoop survivor and advocate Colleen Rajat has been supporting Jonathan on his journey, emphasizing that his story is not unique, and it highlights the broader lack of support for survivors looking to reconnect with their communities.
We are all getting older, and these things need to be dealt with now, not 10 years from now, because by that time we will have lost more of our people.
Crown Indigenous Relations acknowledged the 60s Scoop, but stated no government funding is available for travel to reconnect with family, while the province highlighted a new staff position that will soon assist 60 Scoop survivors and said that emergency funding may be available through the Southern Chiefs organization's Pathways to Healing program and the 60 Scoop Healing Foundation. In Winnipeg, Mitchell Ringos, City News.